And welcome back to more Dragon Age 2 with Zoe Hawke. Starting off episode 22 with some moonlight combat in the docks. Actually, this is just a visual special effect that I'm experimenting with. I take it off right away as we zone into this next fight, but let me know what you think. I'm a little undecided about some of these effects. Okay, combat briefly stops here. There are still a few enemies around the corner, and that will complete the quest. And what this quest is the nighttime gang headquarter quest for the docks. Recall it popped last time, but we had put it off because we were following Isabella's trail to where Velasco took her. Alright, with the pretty music out of the way, we know we're done with the quest. And yeah, you remember last episode, a few of these had popped, the one in the docks and the one in Hightown, because we were moving through these zones at night, following Isabella's trail, and, you know, getting into some scuffles with these nighttime gangs in Act 3. So now that this one's out of the way, we gotta head to the Hanged Man, you know the drill. Talk to a friend in the back there for our reward. And Isabella's line is basically completed for this act and the whole game, so she wants to talk to us a little bit and, you know, tell us how she's feeling.
You're here. Good. I wanted to talk to you.
Ah, you're still here. At least some things are constant in this ever-changing world.
What? If you call me your rock or your foundation, I'm gonna hit you. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. Saves me the trouble of having to go look for you. I wanted to thank you for everything you've done for me. I'm glad you walked in here all those years ago.
I was drawn in by the intoxicating aroma of stale piss and vomit.
Now that I have my ship, I'll need a new crew. And I'd like to have someone like you on board. Someone I can really trust, who has my back, no matter what happens.
Exploring the world and getting away from all this? I'm game.
It'll be you and me chasing that horizon. I can't think of any place I'd rather be. I'm sorry. I don't know what's come over me.
What's going through your mind?
I think I'm falling for you. Just tell me, Hawke, if I have a chance with you.
I've waited years for you.
Thank you for waiting.
It was worth it.
Wow, hot stuff, baby. Hot stuff, Devitron. Zoe and Isabella are in love. Let's just face it. It's the way it's gonna be.
Is there a story behind Bianca?
There's a story behind everything, Daisy.
So tell me,
I can't.
why not?
There was a girl, and I made a promise. Bianca is the only story I can never tell.
You can't say that. Now I want to know even more.
That was the idea, Daisy.
Emile Delancey?
Wow. Are you a mage? Because you just magicked my breath away.
You need more practice with women.
Can I practice on you? In private?
Can I kill him yet? He's hurting me.
He's lived in the circle all his life. He can't function in the real world.
A round of drinks on me. I'm Emile, as you know. And you are?
They call me the champion of Kirkwall. I've been looking for you, Emile.
Oh, buggery. I know what this is about. I'm not a blood mage, all right? I started that rumor because I thought it would make me sound dangerous and suave.
Do you have a death wish? You grew up in the circle. You know what the Templars do to blood mages.
I've only told people in the tavern, and only women. You don't understand. I've been in the circle since I was 6. 6! For 20 years I was locked up. Never had a real drink or cooked something for myself. Never stood in the rain or kissed a girl.
The Ferelden circle's more fun. Everyone was kissing everyone. Though that was before the abominations.
I just wanted to live a little. If you are going to kill me, do it. I'd rather die drunk.
Did you really escape the circle so you could kiss a girl?
Well, not just that. I've read so much about the other things you can do with girls. I just don't want to die a virgin.
The Comtesse gave you the money so you could get out of Kirkwall. Stop wasting it.
You let me go?
I can tell the Templars you're dead, but you have to leave now.
I think there's a ship leaving port tonight. I'll find my way onto it. Thank you. I'll find some way to repay you someday, I promise.
Slow day.
Okay, that was the first of 3 apostates that we're investigating for Meredith for the quest on the loose. Recall last episode we had gone to the Delancey mansion and questioned his parents.
I removed another bunch of nerves.
Good on you, Sarah Hawke. We friends are indeed friends of yours.
Okay, nice professional turn in there with the hot level up. And the other companions will be leveling up shortly, as usual. For this one, I take Voracious. It upgrades the self-heal ability and the Reaver line. It basically just does more damage which also increases the amount healed, and it causes stagger. So it's pretty handy, and with the upgraded damage, the heal is pretty big, almost all of Zoe's bar. Okay, now to Hightown Night. As I already mentioned last episode, we had got the headquarters quest to pop for this zone as well. So we need to get right to that. You know, clean up the neighborhood. As I always say about Hightown Night, this is where Zoe lives. Well, at least since Act 2, you know, so we need to keep it safe. And as a quick refresher, the gang here in nighttime in Act 3 is called the Blood Ragers. And if you recall, they have the Blood Mages in their ranks. So buckle up, buddy. This is going to be some red line and close call action. Roar! Roar, Devatron. Holy shit. Very close call. That may be a first for me to get dead on the first try. And you can see just what mad chaos it is. It's just, it's so hard to keep everyone safe and control what's going on. That fight is a nightmare, man. We did pretty well getting the first one down, and that second one just totally snuck up on me, so I was not aware that there were going to be two blood mages, so pretty amazing. I was surprised that we did that. Okay, so blindside on Varric, it increases damage against targets that aren't targeting him. It's just a passive ability. One of those that you want all along, but just never have the point. Upgraded Horror to Despair on Meryl. In addition to the stun, it does spirit damage over time. And then we're taking Swift Justice on Anders. That reduces all of his cooldowns by 10%. So, really pleased with that fight, even though it was a close call. It's just, if you get through that fight, no matter how it looks, you done well, you know what I mean? Really, really hard fight in Act 3 there.
You must join us. Do you see that now? You must stand with Kirkwall's mages.
It's not my fight.
You can't hide in Sundermount. There is no place for you among the Dalish.
No, my clan is all I ever cared about. Everything I did for them.
On second thought, maybe don't try to help us.
I removed another bunch of lowlifes.
Good on you, Sarah Hawke. We friends are indeed friends of yours.
Okay, with those two out of the way, we're going to move on to some more serious matters. And we've been collecting a few things in Darktown. There are 3 or 4 quests to follow up on there. So we're heading to Darktown. And the first thing we're going to do is for the quest On the Loose. We're going to be investigating the second apostate of 3 for Meredith. And this one's name is Evelina. She's a Ferelden refugee. She was in the Circle in Ferelden and came to Kirkwall to escape the Blight. And in our report from Meredith's secretary, we were told that the Templars consider Evelina to be the most dangerous of the 3 apostates that we're looking into.
Breaks of it tomorrow.
We got nothing here you'd want. Get back to Hightown and leave us alone.
Does Evelina live here? Why are you here?
This is our home as much as it is hers. Evelina shared everything she had with us. Evelina found us when the Darkspawn came, when our parents died. She made sure we got to Kirkwall safely.
I miss her.
But when she went to join the Circle here, they called her apostate for leaving the tower in Ferelden. They locked her up.
You came from Ferelden?
Yes, until we got here, I thought we were the only ones who had survived.
Don't you have any other family?
Everyone died in the Blight. Evelina kept picking us up, new children every day, everyone she could save.
Do the Templars know you're here?
They don't care. They only want Evelina.
Didn't she want to stay free with you?
She didn't want us to be stuck in Darktown. She wanted to give us a real life. She thought the Circle would help her, but they just locked her away.
If you tell me where Evelina is, I'll try my best to help her. You can trust me.
No one can help her.
The Templars made Evelina angry. They made her change. It wasn't her fault. When it was over, she was ashamed. She ran into the tunnels and hid.
Shut up, Cricket. Don't tell them that.
Evelina's in the sewer tunnels.
You can't go there. She'll know we told you and she'll be angry at us.
Angry? I didn't like when she got angry. We have to hide.
Cricket!
Outside.
Destructive forces of nature coming up!
I'll deal with it. Let's finish this! Now you fall!
Now that's just rude. What are they trying to do? Ruin my boots?
Watch where you step. We're good to go.
What are you doing here?
I thought if we warned her about you, she wouldn't be angry. But then she...
Walter...
She's coming! Run!
There you are. Don't run from me, Walter. You know those are the rules.
Funny. In my house, we always felt running away from violent mad women was a good thing.
These are my children. You and your kind abandoned them. You're Ferelden, like us. But you feast on sweetmeats while your people starve in the Undercity. That's spit on you, traitor.
And on the pathetic Templars that sent you, Kirkwall should be mine. Then my children will have a whole city to play in.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
I don't understand. Evelina loved us. She saved us. Why would she try to hurt us now?
Evelina would never hurt you, child. That was a demon. Remember her as she was. A brave, kind, loving woman.
I'll try.
This isn't going to stop. The Templars force our hand. They make us take drastic measures just to be free.
Like Evelina did.
Exactly.
I just don't know what we'll do now.
Take this, and use it wisely.
Thank you, Miss Eyre. I should go buy some food for the others. They've been hungry for a long time.
Okay, while the first apostate, Emil, was just a young guy trying to get out and get laid, right? He had been locked up from an early age by the Circle. It really makes you hate the Templar position. It makes it seem excessive and unnecessary. This one, on the other hand, it doesn't make you hate the mages. This is one of those that's in the middle. It's like the heart of the regressive impasse, you know? The Templars oppress because you act this way, and the mages say, no, we only act this way and resort to this bad stuff because you oppress us, you see. So this is the tough, in-the-middle sort of situation, and that leaves, you know, the third one, which we'll get to later, but you can probably deduce
take what I like,
which sort of theme that will focus on.
Kill them!
Okay, nice fight there, random encounter with slavers. What we're on our way to do is talk to Meckel. He's a contact about the Gem of Kuroshek. You'll have to recall we stopped by Uncle Gamlen's house and we found the crumpled up note. It mentioned the gem, meet Meckel in Darktown. That's really all we know. So this is the next stop to find out more.
Are you the ones who sent the note about the Gem of Kuroshek?
We were beginning to think you wouldn't show. It's rude to keep people waiting, you know? It's not like I don't got things to do.
To inconvenience an upstanding citizen such as yourself. My, where are my manners?
Don't talk down to me. I ain't stupid. See, we was hired to give you a note. But this gem of Kirashek thing the note talks about, we decided we want that instead. You better hand it over.
I'm surprised you know what a note is, let alone know how to read one.
I don't need to know how to read. All I need to know is which end of the sword goes where. We aren't going anywhere without that gem.
That's enough! Go down!
Isn't there a mallet hanging on the wall in Gamlen's house?
Okay, a wallop mallet? I mean, this quest is just more and more weird, and we'll just have to put it on hold and head back to Gamlen's at some point and check out his wallop mallet.
Seems to be unhealthy.
Okay, we pop down here. This is for a noble agenda. We had run past this way back in the first episode of Act 3 here and said we'd do it later. A noble agenda, you recall, there was a noble who said, hey, you know, thanks for speaking out against Meredith there in the opening dialogue. And we could use someone like you to help us out. We had that one scuffle outside of Gamlen's house with some Templars. So basically, this is all this is you know, following up and confronting Templars on behalf of the nobles or disrupting their various organizations and operations, etc. Okay, I think in the quest log it describes that group of Templars as like a death squad. So we basically just took out some really badass Templars.
Piece of cake.
On behalf of the nobles. Now this is a really nice helm. It's got a rune slot, good armor, good stats, and it looks great. Look at this thing. Beautiful. Yeah, and as far as a noble agenda goes, there is more to do, but at this point, the contact will send us a letter, and that'll show up at our estate a little bit later in the game. For now, we're gonna talk to Anders about his quest.
I'm going to be trying something, and I thought you'd want to be part of it. We've both been wrong. What I did with Justice was unnatural. It should never have happened.
I'm glad you finally understand that.
I can't help mages like this. Not while I am everything the Templars fear about magic. I need to be free of this curse.
What must we do?
I've spent the past 3 years researching the methods of Tevinter Magisters. They're the only ones who have ever sought to reverse spirit possession, not just behead the victims. I believe I have a formula for a potion that can separate Justice and me, without killing either.
Is it dangerous?
There are always dangers with magic. But I believe this will be worth the cost.
Surely that's worth any risk it entails.
I knew you'd stand behind me in this. Even if...
What?
Nothing. I've gathered most of what I need, but there are some outlandish ingredients I was hoping you'd help me collect. A powder the Tevinter call Celepetre, and a small amount of Drakestone.
Is it just a potion? Is there anything more to this ritual?
No ritual. Just mix the ingredients up and... boom. Justice and I are free. And we can take our rightful place among free mages.
What is Drakestone?
The Tevinters used to mine it for their apothecaries. There should still be deposits in the bone pit.
Where would we find Celepetre?
It's a crystal that forms from concentrated manure and urine.
Ew. We can't just buy it somewhere.
It's not used by mages here. There's no reason for any merchant to stock it. I suggest we search the sewers. There's an entrance not far from here in Darktown.
I assure you, we'll find them.
I could not have begun to do this without your support.
You've been glowering for days. Your face is gonna get stuck that way.
My face is the least of my concerns right now.
That's because you don't have to look at it. If you could see it from this angle, Blondie, it'd be at least a close second on your priority list.
The sewers aren't half as bad as the deep roads.
Shens have their champion. Who do we have?
We can enter the sewers from here to look for the Celepetre. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Hold your nose. We'll have to get pretty close for me to tell what we're looking at.
Watch where you step.
Easy as pie. Everyone stay still and try not to make any noises.
This is it. The Celepetre should have formed right under here. Oh, I don't want to touch that. Let's see if we can find a few more deposits.
Now that's just rude. What are they trying to do? Ruin my boots?
Let's see if we can find a few more deposits. see if we can find a few more deposits.
Watch where you step. We're good to go.
Stop praying! I'll cut you good! Never fear, Eric is here. Hit him where it hurts!
Let's finish this! That's enough! How about you? Let's finish this!
That was the beauty of a shot! Never fear, Eric is here.
Help, please!
Okay, actually, this is a pretty tough run in here. The group is just making it look easy.
Let's see if we can find a few more deposits.
And as for the quest, it's two parts, right? The Drakestone and then this part, the Celepetre deposits. The Drakestone is from a mine out in the Bone Pit, so we're going to save that until we have more to do out in the Bone Pit. So just put this quest on hold for now.
That should be plenty. Thank the Maker.
Bye.
Okay, as for what's next, we're going to get out of here and then head to the Hawke Estate, because that letter I mentioned for a noble agenda is waiting. And I also want to throw a Rune of Fortune in this new helmet.
Alone in the dark. And that's how we like it.
And you can read the letter, you'll see, but I'll just describe briefly. The actual noble who started the quest for us, she's going to be meeting some people in Lowtown at night and
Good to see
kind
you
of
again,
requests
sir.
our backup.
There's another letter waiting on your desk. At your leisure.
Hush! Let's use our inside box.
I can make it for you.
Now, we've done the docks and the Hightown nighttime gang for Act 3, but not Lowtown. And because of that, there's still a few of those scuffles out and about. And there's one right by the quest that we're going to do. So we have to just sort of leash them to us so as not to trigger the Noble Agenda quest. Okay, now that they're cleared out, we can approach the Noble Agenda quest, and because we're probably going to have to fight Templars, we're switching over to cold damage on the mage's staves.
We cannot stand idly by as Meredith oversteps herself at every turn. We shall have a Viscount again, and return sanity to Kirkwall.
This course is foolhardy. The Knight Commander will kill us all.
Edgard, you do yourself no credit. My father and my grandfather both died defending Kirkwall from aggressors. Meredith is no different. Hawke, Lady Selbrecht, you have my sword.
I warned you.
This attack will cement their conviction. When the time comes, you will have our aid. Take this with our blessings. Everyone, we must go before they send more attackers.
Okay, not too bad. Varric ate it, but you know, what can you do? Templars are really hard, especially in Act 3, and a couple hunters, couple lieutenants. What could you do? Alright, so let's pop into Gamlen's while we're here. Check out this wallop mallet, Devitron. What is a wallop mallet?
What do you want now?
What in the maker's name is a wallop mallet?
Haven't played wallop since I was a kid. Still got my mallet up on the wall, though. Last time I was any good at something.
Okay, unfortunately it doesn't give any party banter clues as to what the next step is. You have to look in the journal, so I'll just tell you. You have to go to the alienage during the day and inspect the elven tree in the middle of the alienage. And there we go. The followers of She found the directions to their base. Let's go kick some followers of She ass, Devitron. Okay, good stuff. Now we know why they were called the followers of She. It's because it was a desire demon leading this gang. Really nice dagger there, the left hand of the Carter. It's part of a pair. The right hand is sold by Bonnie Lim down in the disused passage. And for a while, before there was a bunch of DLC, item pack bullshit, as far as the boxed release game goes, that pair was the best pair of daggers in the game. So that's a nice dagger there to get off of that. Varric died again. What can we do? It might be a consequence of always kind of leaving him out of the protect the back line tactics, or it could just be bad luck, you know, wrong place, wrong time kind of thing.
I removed another bunch of lowlifes.
And many are grateful as always. I take my leave. Enjoy, champion. Courtesy of the Friends of Red Jenny.
Okay, with that, we have completed all 3 nighttime gang quests for all 3 acts in the game. So Kirkwall is a much safer place now due to Zoe Hawke and her companions. And here we're speeding up just a touch to sell off at good old Martin and clean up inventory. And we're just shy of an hour, and we're going to wrap up the episode shortly. But before we do, I wanted to pop back out into Lowtown during the day and go inspect the elven tree in the alienage. And the reason we do that for that quest is because the wallop mallet in Gamlen's house, it was made from the wood from that tree. So it's still kind of, you know, flaky, and we don't really know what Gamlen's greatest treasure is or this gem, but that's why we're heading that way. Now also standing right next to the tree is Nisa, who is the wife of Huon, and Huon is the 3rd apostate for On the Loose, the apostates that we're investigating on behalf of the Templars and Knight Commander Meredith. So we'll go ahead and inspect the tree and talk to Nisa, and then we'll wrap up the episode after that.
The Vinadal tree is where we need to go. I can't believe they used the wood from a Vanandal tree to make this wallop mallet. It's just a child's toy.
Wallop mallet? You must be the one I'm supposed to give this note to.
This person is like an underpaid brothel wench. He enjoys leading us on.
I was given a few coins to hand this over to whoever came asking about wallop mallets. Unfortunately, the person was hooded, and it was dark. I didn't get a good look. Obviously a human, though. No mistaking that. Even hooded, you all look alike.
Oh, to a warehouse next. It's like a treasure hunt.
Oh, greetings, Monsieur. Meryl, what are you doing here?
We're here about Huon, Nisa.
Oh. When the Templars came, I told them the truth. I hadn't seen Huon in 10 years. But after they left, he came to me. He wanted me to hide him. I used to dream of him returning, but not like this. He's changed, and I don't know him anymore. I sent him away.
How has Huon changed?
He was obsessed with showing everyone true elven power. He frightened me.
Did he hurt you?
Only broke my heart.
Did you see him use any magic? Perhaps blood magic?
I don't know. I don't think he used magic on me.
So you hadn't seen him since he left you?
Huon didn't leave me. He was taken away. When the Templars found out he was a mage, they chained him and dragged him from the alienage, in front of everyone. Now I'm trapped in this sham. Married, but with no husband and no future.
Do you know where Huon went after you sent him away?
I don't know. He disappeared. But Huon said he would return to take me away from this forever. I don't know what he means, and I am afraid of him, Sir.
Would it help if I returned? I'll make sure you're safe.
I would be grateful. Huon said he would come to the alienage soon, at nightfall. Are you going to arrest him? I think he needs help. Maybe the Circle will be able to heal whatever troubles him.
Okay, so we'll just pop into Merrill's and use the exit from her place to switch it over to Lowtown Night and see if Huon shows.
Huon.
Hush, love. Don't be afraid. Your blood will bring new life to our people. She was so beautiful.
She was your wife.
Her sacrifice will lead me to my destiny. The humans keep us down because they're afraid of the magic within us. Look at the magic Nisa held inside her. She was just afraid to use it.
What is it with elves and blood magic? And wow, close call. As I say time and time again, blood mages, man. Enemy blood mages will wipe your party. As for the quest, remember with the first apostate, Emil, I said, this one you kind of hate Templars, because he was just a kid cooped up by the Chantry. And he just wants to, live life a little. With Evelina, it was that tough in-between case where, well, this is why Templars are so oppressive, because mages do this stuff. But no, mages only do this stuff because you Templars are so damn oppressive, right? That's the tough impasse. Well, this third case is the one where you just hate mages because they're capable of such unconscionable evil. So there you have it. That'll do it.
We got our second piece of the champion set off of Huon's corpse, the boots of the champion. Great episode 22 coming to an end. Zoe Hawke signing off for Dragon Age 2. We'll see you next time.